Well, while we're making silly little Cushman videos, here's the classic Cushman. This is actually made by Tillotson fuel water separator. And let's just take it apart and shut off valve, settling bowl, and show you how it's made. I didn't set up the tripod, so let me do it this way. Release the screw, flip the bail over, off comes the settling bowl, and inside got a very fine little brass screen. Taking this out previously. If you work on this, be careful. Oh, here's the cork gasket. There's a rubberized cork gasket between the goes like this. The rubberized cork gasket, you pick it out very clearly, it's gently. I don't know where you get another one. Very fine bronze or brass screen, don't know which. So here's the body of the gizmo, and let's just take a look at this. You unscrew the knurled nut on there, and then this needle valve actually screws into the body of the thing. You can't just pull it out. So this needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Let's give it a little shot. This is electronic cleaner, but do the job at much more expense. So there's a little needle valve. Not too damaged. And that thing slides in and out of there. So there you got the body of this thing. And I was having paint flakes going through this thing. This whole cup was full of paint flakes about halfway up, and rust. And it was also jamming up in these passages here. You can still see that it's kind of dirty. And I blew carburetor cleaner through there, and I'm going to actually go at this with I did go at it with my dental pick, because there was crud right down in that little hole, and the needle valve goes right through there. That's where the needle valve goes and seals against this thing. So this is pretty classic Cushman. My 48 Cushman I had when I was 12 had one of these with a glass bowl on it. The ones you buy now have a glass bowl. I'm not sure why this one has a brass bowl on it, but that's the way it came. This is from 1962-65 vintage Cushman, so maybe they decided metal was safer than glass. So when you do this, you want to screw this bail up. You don't want to over tighten it. You can. Got to make sure this is seated in here properly and not gizwampus. And finger tight will do it. You can break them. So anyway, that's the classic little settling bowl with the needle valve shut off. And you know, it's really a good system. It's a lot better system than one of those plastic filters. Uses a screen to catch all the big particles. Microfine. Well, I guess everything goes from into the. How's the fuel flow work in this? Okay, everything goes past the needle valve, comes out these holes. The screen catches the biggest things, and the microfine stuff settles in the bowl by gravity, and then it's really drawing fuel off of the top. So it's using fine filtration and gravity to settle out the stuff that can clog up your carburetor. And in a lot of ways, I think it does a very fine job. I've never seen those plastic filters filter out any microfine rust, and I'm not sure anything will. If you have a rusty tank, you've just got to fix it, because it will clog up the tiny little idle passages and transfer ports in your carburetor. But this Tillotson was still running. Okay, there's the Cushman Tillotson Settling Bowl with the needle valve shut off.